Um, Here are 3 really unique moves that you can do that look really good in clips, 1v1s, and no one uses them. One, I made up myself. Actually, one of them I made up myself, which is pretty cool, and I think that's, and it's something I use actually kind of a lot. So here's the first one, okay? It's a really old move, actually, and a lot of you know it. It's where you go like this, and all in one jump, and you basically get instant height because after you do this, and then you can go straight into your 90s, and then your opponent doing just regular 90s will run into something like this, okay? And you can do whatever you want from here, but it's basically instant high ground just by doing this one move. And the move, I just actually learned it like 5 minutes ago. Looks a little bit like, oh, how did I mess up that edit? Looks a little bit like that. Okay, sorry, it looked a little buggy right there. But yeah, so it's all in one jump. And a lot of people do it in 2 jumps, but it's literally, then you could just do 90s with no, there's no reason not to do 90s if you do it in 2 jumps. So, yeah. The next move is this one, where you go, this is the one I made up, okay, so you do it on the left 2 tiles, or you could do it on the right, but if you do right 90s, then you're gonna do it on the left, okay? So like most people, if you do right 90s, or you do right side jumps or anything like that, then you're gonna 100% gonna be doing it on the left squares. So when you go on the left squares, you're gonna go like this, 1, 2, okay, then you're gonna turn around. It's actually a little bit more protective if you do want to actually do it 1v1s, if you do 2 and then 1. After you do 2 and 1, you go up like this, you reset, you stand in the corner so you don't phase, then you reset, then you go onto the left, top left, and you go like this, and then you turn, and then you do all of that in one jump, okay? So, all of that into one jump, okay? And so it's a little bit like this move, where in case you like cone like this, it's a little bit like that move, except it's a lot more stylish. Which is really cool, and also it's like a high ground retake. So if you're in a double ramp, for example, let's just say you're in a double ramp and then you go. Oh no, I messed it up. I didn't even edit my cone. I edited my floor by accident. But yeah, so if you are ever in a double ramp and then you whip out this move like that, then you're chilling and it's pretty sick. And then this last one. This one is fairly new, actually, and I learned it from a TikToker named Flix, Flikkzz, and I'm 99% sure that's his name. If the spelling's wrong, then yeah, but you probably have seen him on your For You page if you like Fortnite and stuff, okay? And so this last one is basically where you go like this, you go up into this, you go 2 right tiles, and then you go 1, you look back like this, you place your ramp like this, and then you jump up like that, and you look straight up. Well, you don't have to look straight up, like right there, I didn't look straight up, but you'll basically land on your ramp like that, and this is one of the harder ones, right? But you go like that, you go, you go 2 tiles, right? You look all the way back, you jump out, and then you look straight up, and you'll land on it like this. It's really, it's simple once you get it. Once you learn it, it took me like 10-20 minutes to learn it. Because I kept looking down because I'm so used to side jumping like that, so I kept looking down just like I would be side jumping. So yeah, that one's a little bit of a harder one, but like yeah, you'll get it down, and then you can just thryfo and stuff. And then yeah, if you want to do it, if you want to do it in an actual 1v1, then yes, you would jump out. You would be most likely in a double ramp. You'd most likely be in a double ramp. And then you'd thryfo most likely not a lot of people do it in a 1v1, but if you do, then this is what it looked like, and that's actually very, very protective. Yeah, I mean, come on, look at that. So yeah, and it's really confusing. So those are all those 3 really unique moves. I mean, a lot of people do know this one, but if you don't, then I mean, you're in luck. And now you do know it. It's really good. It's a really good start. That's probably the easiest one on the, or no, not the easiest, but it's the more 1v1 realistic one you'd use. I think a lot more people would use it than they would those other ones, especially this one where you go like that. I think not a lot of people are going to actually use that in a 1v1, but in case you do, you do. But I have used it in 1v1, but it was against a player who wasn't very good, and so I was able to like get a clip or whatever. But you know, it's not really 1v1 realistic. But yeah, this one is where you go this. Oh, and I messed it up. Okay, this. If you need to learn more on that, it is a little difficult. The best tips I can give you is to look down, and it's not one fluid motion. When you're learning, it's not gonna look like really fluid. You're gonna walk, and then right here you're gonna make a sharp turn, and then you're gonna go this. Yeah, so it's gonna be like I might not make this next one, but it's gonna be basically like a sharp turn like that. See, I didn't make it, but when you're learning, yeah, so you do really want to make that sharp turn. So yeah, those are the moves, and I do suggest learning that one I was just teaching right up there, because it's really, I do it a lot as my start, and it's basically instant high ground unless your opponent, is fancy. Also, there is a way to counter that. Okay, so if you don't know how to do this and your teammate does this, the best way you can counter it is to go like this, up like that, and then you can do anything from here. Or no, well, not the wall all the time, but not the wall all the time, but if you go like this, then you can also turn around, and this is what I do. I usually go like that and then into a side jump, but yeah, you don't always have to do it. And so, but if your opponent, like if you both do it, I suggest doing this counter, because it's really good. And if that means if you can't get the cone off, but basically if you do this counter, this is what your opponent will be running into, something a little bit like this. Yeah, it's wait, did I not? Oh no, sorry. If they do the start, for example, sorry, I didn't do the start. If they do it, they go like this, right? They're already one tile up above the ground. Then you go into this. Wait, why? Okay, and they'll run into a cone like this, and yeah. So it's also like coning yourself. It's also like coning yourself, except a lot better, especially against someone who does this starter retake. Yeah, so those are them, and yeah, I don't know any other counters to the other ones, but you know, obviously, if you're not going to be doing those counters, or you're not going to be doing those retakes in close combat, and you know, this one I was showing you before, it's not something that you necessarily this is not one that you this one where you go like this one is also fairly game realistic. I've done it a couple times, but you're not going to see many opportunities to do it. So yeah, that one's just a little showy, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed these, and goodbye, have a good day, and please practice these because they look really cool, and I don't know why I can't edit right now. Thanks for watching.